Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode here on the Hardcore Minecraft playthrough series where we're trying to build a beautiful city and get all the advancements done. And today, if you watched the previous episode, you know what we're doing. If you haven't seen it, definitely should. But if not, we are going to be building a auto fishing station. That is the fastest way I can think of getting whatchamacallit. And there's a dying squid over there, poor guy. I'll go pick up his ink sacks in a second, but we to get name tags, so that way we can name a few of the pigment on the gold farm, so that way it runs infinitely. And that is more or less our project today. And if you have also been watching the series here, you know where we are. We're over at the fishing village that we built a while ago. It was just kind of like a fun little build. It doesn't have any purpose, but now we have a purpose for it, and that is going to be a wonderful place to install an auto fishing farm, a place that I can set up my computer so that way it starts fishing away, and then come back and I'll have a bunch of XP. I'll have not as much as the gold farm, but we'll have some, and then we will also be able to get a bunch of goodies. For example, here is a list of everything that you can possibly get from fishing. It's quite a good list actually, because we still need lots of bone. We need string. It's gonna give us like water bottles, which I guess is fine, but whatever. Rotten flesh is kind of good. Like there's a few things that are neat, but not really that big of a deal. Lily pads though, I'm actually excited to start getting lily pads because I would like to use them in some areas that we're gonna start having water and so on and so forth. So yes, and then also enchanted books. I'm excited for enchanted books because there's a high chance of getting mending from this, and if we're getting mending, that's awesome because that's another way at which at some point we got to get the library going. I know we've been talking about working on it forever, but getting that going, and then a bunch of fish like cod, salmon, tropical fish, and the puffer fish, which can be used for other things. Trading is one of the big ones, but yes. So first things first, I'm gonna go collect everything that we need for this. Oh, and that's the other thing. It's not just gonna be an auto fishing farm. I'm going to set up a sorting system for all of those items that we just saw there. So that way it auto sorts itself and everything will be in its own little location, and things that we don't need might just get hucked. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so I'm going to go gather everything up, and then we'll hop right into building this. All right, so we have everything gathered together that we need, both decoration and the actual physical components to make the auto fisher work. That is all of this. Or nope, need to move that. These up here are needed to make this entire system work, and then everything down here is just decoration because we like to make things look nice. So first thing is I'm going to come in here and I am going to be building it in this back section of the house, but sadly it is going to require me having to rip this window out because we need the space, which is fine. We can change a little bit here and there to make things work, but otherwise the way this is going to get started is we're going to figure out where our water is going to flow, which is right there. And then so we can remove these two, we can throw a hopper down, a fence, and then on top of that fence, a slab. And so the hopper is what is going to be collecting all of the drops as we fish, and it'll grab it before it comes back to our own inventory. I can put the water here. We'll waterlog that fence post because that fence post makes it so that way everything's all contained, and then also the water automatically knows to flow to the lowest point, which is right there. And the next thing that we need, which is very important, is the actual note block, and the note block is what we'll be clicking against to be able to continue to fish. And then the trapdoor, the last thing, which is very important. And so when the what's it called, the fishing bobber lands or is sitting in this water here, it is inside here holding this up, which will allow us to click. And then once we catch something, it'll close, and then it'll put back again and open again, and just repeat the cycle over and over again. And that is how we will get our fish infinitely as long as I am sitting here fishing. The gold block here is not necessary. It can be any block, but the reason I'm doing it is so that when we're clicking, it reduces the amount of noise that is being generated from our build here. So this is the actual build itself, or the actual fishing farm itself. It doesn't really take much more. The rest of what we're going to be doing here is all cosmetic because I like to make things look nice. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and add a more or less a fake window on each side to kind of just give depth to the room where we're sitting. because, and the reason I say fake is so you can see we'll have trapdoors there, kind of acting like fake doors. Next thing is going to be, I'm going to drop the floor down by 1, just yet again to give more of a feel of depth. And hold on, I need to put this back. Oops, I'm messing up here. Put that back there, and then another slab, same thing. Oops, I don't need to remove that. So fence, not upside down, just like that. And then next is going to be 2 upside down stairs. It's going to be 2 slabs, and then above that is going to be that across the top there. So boom. Okay, actually one last thing I am missing is right above this. I want to replace this with a full block and then throw a lantern right on that. So that way it lights up the entire area so we don't have to deal with any mob spawning. But there you go. Basically that's it. You will show up, you will sit right here. You'll look forward towards your note block in the back there and start fishing and just sit here and fish and fish and fish. I'm gonna go like this just for symmetry's sake. I think that looks better, yes. So the next important thing is going to be going down underneath this place here and installing the actual sorting system itself. I'm thinking it's gonna lead out either underneath the construction yard or actually, yeah, no, it's gonna head out to the construction yard over here, and it'll be under the ground, and maybe I'll make like a cellar entrance or something to get down there and kind of hopefully make it seem not too crazy, so I want everything to feel not overly engineered, because, you know, yet again, we're still in the Egyptian times or like the ancient Roman times. I don't know, something where they didn't have all technology and stuff. That's one thing. So now I want to go grab a fishing rod, so that way I can actually show you guys how this thing works, because you haven't even seen that yet. We have our fishing rod. Actually, I grabbed 2 of them because I also forgot 2 things also are the item frames. Wow, I didn't mean to do that, but that's pretty neat. Whoa, it's doing it again. Wait, that's a thing? Okay, I'm learning. But otherwise, I wanted to put 2 fishing rods there in the back just to add a little bit more to this. So first thing first is like I said, you're just going to come up, you're going to stand right here. You're going to aim, you're going to cast. As you can see, like I said, it's going to push the thing down, the pressure plate down, which will activate the trapdoor, which will allow us to click towards the note block in the back. And then so at this point, let's see if I can get my mouse. I can't get it high enough. The cable's not long enough. But more or less, you just hold it down. You just let it sit against the back, and if you can, walk away. If not, you just hold it and wait. And hopefully within this clip, we will catch something, so that way you guys can see the action. There you go. So we caught something. So as you can see, I got the XP for it. The trapdoor went down, it reset, I cast, and then now we're doing it all over again. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there, just because we want to see what we got. We got ourselves a pufferfish for the first thing. It didn't go anywhere because we don't have the sorting system. So that is our cue to now go ahead and get the sorting system started. So I'm gonna have to dig. I'm gonna pre-dig out the entire area where we're gonna build. I'm gonna go get everything that we're gonna need, hopefully at least the majority of it, and then we'll start building that. All right, guys. So we have everything we need together now, which is awesome. And then as you can see here, I have got it kind of basically dug out. I'm definitely gonna have to dig more this direction, but that's fine. And I also kind of laid out this a little bit too, because there's 15 different items that are stackable. And so this is the 15. Each one of these is considered one, because the way this system works is it's tileable, kind of like some of our other projects that we've done before. And then over here, there will be 9 chests, just like a crafting table, that will be for the non-stackables, like books, fishing rods, bows, and what was the last thing? Glass or water bottles. So that'll all just kind of head down at the end and get shoved into a bunch of chests and be kind of messy, because they don't really have a simple way to sort that stuff, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the redstone system in here, and then I'll show you guys how it works, and then I'll kind of go from there. Alrighty, guys, so this may look a little crazy. A lot has just happened from the last second you just saw this, and it's pretty simple, though. This here will actually end up having 21 blocks inside of it, just like this. And so as you can see, this just turned on when I did that. And then let's say we want to, we're going to be sorting stone. I would put 2 in there, and you can see 1 disappears, and then everything sits. And so basically what that makes it, so that way all the item will be picked up by this hopper, and then it's sent down the front line there, which heads all the way to that direction. And then at any point along that line, if that item that is traveling through that line corresponds with the item that is here, it matches this item in particular, then this will pick it up. It'll take it away from the line. So instead of continuing, it'll go down. And then from there, it will then go into here, which there's the second one. The one that disappeared earlier went down into this one. It'll get sucked from here down into here, and then this one will get sucked down into here, and then it'll be put into the chest. And so I will go along and I will add 21 items in every single one of this layer, and then add, for example, all the fish and everything that will be sucked down or have a corresponding line to the 15 total items that we have. And then, like I said, the end will be just kind of the leftovers that went through all the way down the line and then just get shoved into some boxes. So that's more or less the redstone magicness to this. And it's pretty simple, pretty easy, quick setup, tileable yet again. And so now I'm going to clear out some more land here. I'm going to get some more doodads in here. I'm going to add to make it look nice, make it look at words English hard. It is actually pretty much done. I'm pretty happy with it too. Nice, just simple little cellar and nice stairways that pops on down in here. And one thing that I forgot to grab that I just went and got was the item frames to signify what are within the chests. Oh, actually, wait. I guess I'll give you guys a visual representation. I'll head over here. We caught this puffer fish earlier when we were testing it out. So I think the puffer fish will go right there. If not, I'll move it around. But yeah, so there you go. So more or less, when you walk down here, just so that way you don't have to guess where things are going to be, I will have a icon sitting there being like, okay, pufferfish are in this chest, and then that's where they'll get them from. I also went ahead and I got all of these and I renamed them all fish stick. I don't know why, it's what I came up with. And this will be the 21 blocks, so they will be separated into stacks of 21, and then that will be put inside the hoppers in the back. Obviously, sadly, I can't fill in all the items right now because we don't have them. I'll have to run the system for a little while before I can do that. Yeah, so more or less that's it. So yet again, just to go over everything one last quick time, you would come in here, you would get... Ooh, forgot to fix this. No, and I took all the blocks home. I'll have to grab 4 slabs. Oh, it's ruined. But so you'll come in here, you will grab yourself a fishing rod that hopefully won't fly back there. You'll stand right here. You'll cast, and then sit here and do this if it wasn't broken, because it's broken right now because I don't actually wait. We can make this work. Boom. Okay, there you go. So now it works. So you would come in here, grab a fishing rod, sit here, set it up, and it would auto do this forever. And then you would catch a fish and you would get XP and so on and so forth. One of the things that I'll have to do is get enchantments on these fishing rods so we can get mending. Then that will make it so that way the XP that we get actually repairs the fishing rod so it never breaks. These will break in time, and I'll have to run it that way for a little while. But anyways, I'm talking faster than I should. But anyways, yes, so there you guys go. That is the build for today. Thank you guys again for taking the time to watch the episode. If you guys have any suggestions on anything that I should build, I'm down to really do anything here. I'm having fun building this world. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We're getting things done. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the episode here right like that. Thank you guys. So I'm going to go ahead actually, and also after I'm done filming this and editing it, I'll sit at the thing and let it run for a little while. So that way we can get some fish or get some name tags. And then at some point we'll have another episode where we run around and kind of clean some stuff up. So thank you guys again for watching another episode here. I will see you guys in the next one. So adios amigos and bye bye.